Last round of the round in 10, and we are in Spa. Kari on pole from Femc, Wepo, and Sebo Campo. Then it is Yuki Suo, Gabe Camino, Mules, and Jack Sanchez. U-Cable starts nice with Daniel Boxar in 10th, and it's Steve Gabbo, Bob, Theodore Schumacher, Valentine, Leo, Jacko Tigrane, Marcus Nelson, Ivo, Morris Leclerc, Zashi Chan Chan, Pastor Maldonado, and NF One Road. Okay, last round of the round of 10 for the Renault drivers in Mules and the two Brawns. This is a must-win situation. All 5 lights go on. And the sparring tree is green. And that is quite the start for Minor Cabinets, actually. He's already alongside. That is Akari ahead of him. His teammate, who's level with him, coming through turn number 1. As we now head up the hill of Radion into Eau Rouge. And Rebo right on the back of the race leader, Paul Cicero Akari. He's not getting any slipstream. Everyone behind him has got slipstream. For U-Cable, he's dropped to 9th. It's not looking as if the Season 10 champion will be able to even enter the round of 6, let alone the Championship 4. But as it stands currently, it is Akari from Rebo, from Babinis, from Mules, from Ocampo. Sebo Campo currently points leader in this playoffs championship. He's going to try and get past Mules there. He does, up into 4th for the Season 14 champion. As now he chases after two of the most experienced drivers in this championship, never to win a championship. It's funny, the only man who has raced in every single race in our championship hasn't won a championship somehow. So if he can get in the playoffs, that would be some solace to the number 7. Coming through the bus stop chicane on lap 1 of 11. It is Akari still leading away from Rebo and Babnis. I still don't know why we have cameras in our start-finish straight tires. Makes no sense. Sanchez has dropped down to P10. The two Brawn cars, they're going to need a lot more firepower if they want them to win this race and lock themselves into a place in the playoffs. For the rest of the playoffs, rather. But we're going to try and get some team radio here. Fastest first sector going to the race leader. And our newest World Drivers Champion is there. Goes Yuki Suo on Daniel Bogdasarov. And if he's not careful, he's going to get passed by the 72 of Dash Sanchez as well. He's got the inside line, however. So he's still just about going to hang on to 9th. That's scary for him. We look now throughout the field of pretty much field fillers. Bastian trying to get past iWorld. We should probably try and do something else for the playoffs instead of just making drivers who aren't eligible continue in the playoffs. You know, lose out. But still looking with Revo. Currently second. His teammate round about a second back. There are seconds worth of gaps between the top 4. Ocampo might actually get attack mode. He does have attack mode going down the main straight into La Source. As Akari setting a new fastest lap, and he's not even using, he doesn't have attack mode. He's just using the amount of pace he has in that Pinnacle Motorsports car, who are thinking of rebranding to Aurelo Motorsport. And we could see that happen. Pinnacle becoming a full works team, because currently they are basically just the second set of Andretti cars. And it shows in their performance. Whenever Andretti has done well, so if Pinnacle, whenever Pinnacle has faltered, look at Andretti and they've crashed. Track limits for Gabo in 11th, defending his 11th position, but we're not watching that. We are watching Sebo Campo pound the back of the number 14 while he gets pounded by the 6, 88 and 89 cars. Suo quite a ways back from this fight for 4th, possibly even 3rd if Ocampo's dropped off the back of Famnus there, so I don't think he'll be able to do it. But for the 2 Brawn cars, this seems to be how their playoffs are gonna end. It's gonna be 6th and 7th at Spa if it finishes like this, and it will not see them through to the next round. Although U-Cable, he's into pit lane. First man to pit is the number 89. He should be able, as he goes onto the mediums, he should be able to continue to around lap 10. I'd stretch it to MF1 World also in pit lane. And U-Cable re-emerges still in 10th. Still in the top 10 rather. Camino gets past Milrez. Camino up into P5. So while his teammate tries to play the strategy game, the long game, Camino is fighting in the here and the now. But look at that! Ahead of him, that's Babinus. Babinus ahead of Raybo. Babinus in P2 currently, ahead of his teammate and Seb Ocampo, who is chasing them down. Trying to close in as much as he can there. The number 7 on his own teammate. And Ocampo, 4 tenths back. That gap, he's not really been able to make too many more overtakes after the first 2 laps. It's a bit unfortunate for him to run the number 1 currently, because he is not the season 15 champion. That's Akari. That's the man currently leading this race. He is dominating this race. And into the pits come Akari, Revo, and Ocampo. So Babinus will take the lead of the C3. Oh, they had to hold Akari there because Ocampo was coming through. But Bog is off now, right on the back of Duo. This is currently the fight for 3rd. If there's a virtual safety car at any point now, the top 4 are gonna be singing. As U-Cable, he's come out behind he's behind Akari. By pitting 1 lap earlier, U-Cable has just put himself in a net P2. Akari, however, look at him, he's blasting off. He's pulled 2 seconds. But Milrez now in a nat P3. Revo can't nat P4 if he can't get past the Swede. But you know what? With the power of attack mode, he's just gonna do that. 7th place with the 7th on the road. And for U-Cable, this is exactly what he needs. He's right on the back of Akari, and he gets past, and Akari has a puncture! Oh, the reigning World Drivers Champion! The man who entered here after winning in Rome! He's got a puncture! I cannot believe it! He just pit this lap! The pressures with those tyres seemingly not being up to snuff. And Akari, he's not going to drop way back down the order. He has been dominating this race from lap 1 through to 5. Babinus, he's going to come into the pit. There are some very dark clouds. Bob, 5-second time penalty for colliding with Akari. And it's raining. It's raining here in Spa. Bob, with that 5-second time penalty, he's lost his entire front nose cone. Track's been cleared, they say. U-Cable pits as well. Suo? Is Suo staying out? No, he's not staying out. He is in pit lane, but my oh my. This could be it for Akari's hopes of a playoff of championship. And what a way to go out. But he's still got about half the race to go. He can still theoretically get at least 1 point. If another driver meets the same fate as him, that would be 2 points. And he also holds the fastest lap currently, so he can try and get at the very most 3 points. 3 points which could see him through to the round of 6. But you don't know until it's happened. As we see him come into the pits. And he's had to be held there. He's going to come out of the pits in 21st, isn't he? well, you know, it's going to be better than 21st, but it's still not going to be good. He does have a superior car compared to the guys ahead of him, so he really needs to get a move on these last 7 laps. Because he's made one more pit stop. Well, he kind of was going to have to make that stop anyway, but it is now raining. Kamino leading the way from Babness and Bogdasarov. So that does mean currently Kamino would make it into the playoffs. He would make it into the round of 6, which, if you are Romanian, you must be very happy to see both of your countrymen make it into the round of 6. Although for Kamino, something tells me if he does get into the round of 6, he would be eliminated immediately. Okay. I think it's Bucharest that is the second race in the round of 6. But here comes Babness. It's a civil war down there between the two Romanians, just side by side. Kamino just getting better acceleration. That Braun car has just looked to be tuned to these wet conditions compared to the hyperdrive car, which loves the dry conditions. So Kamino currently leading this race still. And that's the thing about Kamino. He's been here since season 12. His first race win was in changeable conditions. He's not... I wouldn't go as far as to call him the greatest driver on the grid. I would call him one of the uncrowned kings. Yes, I am stealing that from Kuroko's Basketball. You should watch that anime, it's really good. Babness, 4/10 back. He's gaining on Kamino ahead of him. You can see that gap closing in real time. 3 attempts coming down the straight. He's not going to be able to use attack mode, so he's got to use attack charge if he wants to close in a lot more. But he's not going to do it coming through La Source. He's going to go down Radion. I'm sorry, up through Radion. We're about to go. And into Eau Rouge. He's going to try and go side by side. And he's going to have to use either all the momentum he's got, which is currently not enough, or attack charge. Is he using it? He is not. He has not pressed the button. And so he's just going to have to hold station currently 1/10 of a second. That's the gap between the race leaders. Akari, by the way, he's made his way up into 15th position. That's 5 places away from points. And he needs points because currently he has only scored in one of the races in this round of 10. Yes, it was a race win, but race wins are not how you get into the future rounds yet. It is not a win and you're in playoff system. Kamino's got a lot less attack charge to use than Babness, so that could help the Romanian out quite a bit. UK Ball currently 5th, but 13 seconds off the back of UQ2. That top 4 is out of reach for the number 89, who could see himself drop out of the playoffs immediately. And there's Akari then trying to get past his own teammate. He's being blocked by his own teammate. And he's got Marcus Nelson just ahead of him. This could be 11th for the number 10 car as we begin 9 out of 11. I hope no one crashes into 2 cars. As he's going to try... Is he going to dive? He's not going to dive down the inside. He's playing the conservative game. I don't believe it. I wouldn't think of him as a kind of driver to do that, but further ahead, as Akari gets past his own teammate, we should see a change of hands for the race lead. 1/10 of a second going into turn number 4. And Babness still alongside Kamino, and he's still not ahead. How many more times is he going to have a chance to try and get past David Kamino without actually getting ahead? I don't think he's going to get another chance. After lap 10, he's going to have his last chance of a race win and deny Kamino, basically, of getting into the playoffs. So Kamino currently holding on to that race, his lead for dear life. He needs to just stay there for 2 more laps, and he will get himself into the playoffs. As Akari, currently right on the back of Pastor Maldonado, he is 1 second away, and considering the pace the Pinnacle put into their playoff car, there is a very good chance he's going to catch them going into turns 5 and 6. So keep an eye on that mini-map. It's the red and the green dots. If you're watching this when it premieres, then I'm sorry for you, but it's not going to be the best definition I can get with this tablet. It's going to only be 360p. As we see now, Babness, Biscamino, and Bogdasarov. Now that is your fight for the lead. As Akari, now up into 10th, trying to go into the lead once more. It's Iron Babness. He's closer than he ever has been. He shuts the door on the number 88. And he's driving like Dale Earnhardt Jr. is the 88 David Camino. But he's going to have to concede to the 14 of Iron Babness, not Corey LaJoy. And he's still there though, is Camino. He could still take back that lead. Camino can still win this race if he can just stay in touch. It would be a last lap gas, 6/10. That's the gap. It's looking a lot brighter out there. The intermediate tires now at their optimum working temperature, and they're coming across lap cars. They are going to come across Gabo and the gang pretty soon. MF1 with a track limits warning. Camino drops to 3rd position as Daniel Bogdasarov has made his move. My goodness me, I didn't see that coming. So on to the final lap. Here in Spa we go. Babness from Bogdasarov, from Camino, from Suo, from U-Cable. Where is U-Cable? He's not in that fight for the lead. It is a 4-way fight for the lead. Bogdasarov getting past some lap traffic now, separating him and Camino. That is Theodore Schumacher that Babness has just gone past. And these lap cars, considering how well that hyperdrive car works while following another car compared to the rest of the grid, he is singing, he is soaring out there, getting ahead of all of these lap cars. It's dry! It's dry! It's not raining! The rain has stopped! In Spa, fastest first sector for U-Cable, so Akari's fastest lap point is not safe. But for Sebo Campo, currently 7th, it is 109 and 110 degrees for those intermediate tires. They are not holding up at all. Is Akari going to come into the pits at the end of his lap 10 and at the start of his lap 11? Will he do it is the question. He's coming across the line now. He's staying out there. He's got to be struggling. He's just used a lot of his attack stars. He's probably going for a fastest lap attempt, but he already has it. But a man who needs no fastest lap and needs no introduction, it's the number 14, originally the 6th. He joined in Season 3 with Maserati Racing, and in Season 15's playoffs, he's going to lock himself into the round of 6. Babness wins the Prix. Bogdasarov comes across the line in 2nd, and Camino is 3rd, with Suo 4th and U-Cable coming across the line in 5th. Ravo is going to be 6th from Ocampo, Mulrez, Sanchez, and Akari is going to be the last man to come across the line into the wall there. That was Mulrez. And we're going to keep an eye on Akari. His fastest lap point should be secure. 2 points on a day where it easily could have been 26. I'm going to ride on board with Akari then. Look at him. He's really just trying his best to manage the tires. And look at the dash. 135 degrees. My goodness me. How is it? Yeah, those inters are really overheating, and I'm not too sure how he's coping with that. I don't see how, but as he enters now the bus stop chicane, is it going to be faster? I don't think it should be faster than his original fastest lap time. So he comes across the line. No new fastest lap for him. There's now MF1 mod. He's on the back of Pastor Maldonado. This is for 11th position on the last lap of the E3. And everyone else has already finished. You can try and get him down the straight. He's gonna get attack mode. It's gonna be a dead heat for 11th. And that is Maldonado ahead by 100th of a second. 100th of a second separates 11th and 12th. 7th in margins like this since Marrakesh season 14. And this is the podium then. Ernest Bamness wins in stars from Daniel Bogsar, David Camino, the top 3. Then it's UC0, U-Cable, Revo, Sebo Campo, Milred, Stan Sanchez, and Akari. Your point scorers. In the driver's standings, Bamness leading the way from Ocampo, Kiro, Bob, Usarov, Camino, and Atari, the top 6, who will see themselves enter the playoffs. And the drivers who have been eliminated are Revo, Milred, Stan Sanchez, and U-Cable. I think Revo's quite the anomaly to see there, but U-Cable, he needed to win today, and he couldn't. But Camino, clutch performance for the podium. But we'll see you guys next time then, with a round of 6 in this playoff series for the Formula E Monoposto Championship's 15th season.